Good evening, President Schaefer, Vice President Gagne, Board Clerk Hernandez, Board Members Cruz, and no, it's not here, Superintendent Enfield, District Cabinet, and Community. First, I want to publicly thank our educators for completing the LCAP survey that the district provided. We submitted more responses to the district than ever before. I attribute this to the fact that our educators have seen our input in the LCAP and trust that our input will again be considered and included. Here's another example of trust. When our students come to school each day, they put their trust in their educators. They trust that every decision is well thought out, every action is planned, and every one of those decisions and actions are made in their best interest. They expect our educators to guide them and support them so that they do their best and help shape them to be productive citizens. When our parents send their children to school each day, they're putting their trust in us to do the same. As educators, we put our trust in you. We trust that when decisions are made, they are made based not on information, but accurate information that is rooted in evidence. Why am I sharing this? Because we have issues. We have issues with the fact that there are educators whose livelihoods have been put in jeopardy. The educators I'm speaking of are the ones who have been notified that they won't be with us next year. Why? Well, that's a good question. Is it just a numbers game? I certainly hope not. Is it because after giving them all the support and guidance they deserve as employees of the district, they were not able to do their jobs? That's the question. When you get a list of names to consider, it's not just a list to ACT. It's not just a list to our students, and it's not just a list to our parents. These are breadwinners who've been working hard to educate our students. And for whatever reason, after 1 or after 2 years, just when they're about to be permanent, they're deemed not good enough. Is that true for every single one? There is evidence to support the fact that they aren't good enough to teach in our district. How can that be? Where's the evidence? I hope that there is evidence. What would it take to convince you that teachers can perform their duties and be successful as educators? Maybe a good observation, a good evaluation. Can you visit each and every one of them on the list to find out for yourselves? I think this would be a good practice moving forward because your decisions not only affect the educator, it affects their school and it affects their families. It's an incredibly huge decision to make that could have unintended consequences upon the overall standing of the system of comprehensive education within our distinguished district. We also trust your sound decisions when it comes to program implementations and hiring practices of qualified certificated administrators who have demonstrated these academic abilities. It is my hope that the board encourages and the district continues to welcome collaboration with the association in all aspects that affect our certificated members. Thank you for your attention and good evening.